Okay, let's think about this. Imagine someone trusting you with something really valuable, a serious responsibility, right?
Absolutely, a profound trust.
Well, today we're diving into a narrative that's all about that. The parable of talents from Matthew 25. Our sources give it a really specific, maybe unfamiliar angle. You know the setup. A master gives his servants different amounts of talents, 5, 2, 1, then goes away for, well, a long time.
Indeed. And this parable, as we'll explore it through your materials, it's way more than just a lesson in managing money.
Right.
It really gets to the heart of faithfulness, stewardship, and, getting ready for a really significant return.
So our mission today is to unpack what these talents truly are, why our actions matter so much, and maybe grasp this bigger, almost cosmic purpose behind it all.
Exactly.
Okay, so the story goes. The master leaves, the servant with 5 talents, he immediately gets to work, trades, makes 5 more.
Doubles his investment.
Yeah, and the 2-talent guy, same thing. Doubles it, gets 2 more.
Shows.
But then there's the 1-talent servant. He doesn't invest. He goes and buries his master's money.
Just digs a hole.
And then the text says, long after, the master comes back, time to settle the books. He praises the first 2 servants.
Now, here's where your source adds a layer. The master's possessions, the original text, uses a term like thanked co. It's not just cash.
Oh, what else?
It symbolizes everything given to believers, like our gifts, our actual talents, our time, health, money, all of it.
Huh.
The term thunko really emphasizes that none of this is truly ours. It's fundamentally borrowed from the Creator, held in trust, you could say.
Borrowed, not owned.
Yeah.
That definitely shifts things. Okay, so the faithful servants, they're praised because they actively use these borrowed talents to earn other talents. What does that actually mean in practice? How do our actions contribute?
Well, according to the source, they use these resources to produce fruits pleasing to God. The phrase is something like kirikilaki.
Fruits pleasing to God. Okay,
Yeah.
like what?
It could be many things. Evangelism, maybe teaching the Bible, serving in ministry, helping out in the church, even just sincere praise. Different methods, yes.
Right.
But they all point towards one ultimate goal, what your source calls the completion of creation.
Wow, okay, completion of creation. That sounds huge. What does that entail? It's not just like the end of the world, is it?
Not exactly like that. If we connect the dots, the source suggests the Creator's grand purpose, starting way back with Adam, was to completely deal with sin and demonstrate his perfect love and justice.
Okay.
So when we faithfully use our talents, our borrowed resources, we're actually confirming the truth and goodness of God's ways, his commandments.
How does that lead to completion?
Well, this faithful action prepares the way for a specific group mentioned. Resurrection transform martyr witnesses. Or, okay, that's quite a term. It is. These individuals, by overcoming sin, become living proof, essentially settling any doubts, even among angels, about God's love and justice. Our faithfulness contributes to that cosmic picture.
So our small acts have universal significance. I think that's a heavy thought. Now let's pivot to the 1-talent servant.
The cautious one, or so he seemed.
He says he was afraid, so he hid the talent, buried it. Why was that so bad? It seems prudent, maybe. Safe.
But burying it in the ground, the term used is, it's not just about playing it safe. The source interprets this as deeply symbolic.
Symbolic of what?
Of squandering God's resources for fleshly comfort and pleasure. Basically, oha.
So using the master's gift for his own ease, like it was his own property.
Exactly. Prioritizing worldly comfort, personal gain over the master's intended purpose. And then what's really striking is he blames the master.
Right. He accuses him of being a hard man, reaping where he didn't sow.
That accusation is critical. It actually mirrors what the source calls Satan's argument, the riohai. The argument that God gives commands that are impossible to follow and then unjustly expects righteousness, expects fruit from his creation. The servant echoes this very doubt.
So his fear isn't just financial anxiety. It's tied to this deeper accusation against the master himself. And the scary part, maybe for us listening, is the self-deception.
Profound self-deception.
He thinks he's being careful, maybe even righteous in his own way, but he's actually letting the talent rot, used for selfish reasons.
And the consequence described is severe. The hypocrite's punishment. It draws a parallel to religious figures like the Sadducees and Pharisees in Jesus' time.
Who were outwardly zealous.
But inwardly driven by self-interest, blind to their own motivations.
Oof. That's sobering.
It is. But the ultimate takeaway, perhaps, is that God's governance, his commandments, are presented as just and True rest, true fulfillment is found within that framework. Even the judgment, harsh as it sounds, is framed as upholding truth and justice, an act of love in a way.
It definitely makes you reevaluate, look beyond just getting by. So the challenge for all of us, for you listening, is what talents, these borrowed gifts, have you been entrusted with? And how are you using them? Is it just for personal comfort, personal gain? Or is it contributing, even in small ways, to this grander cosmic purpose, the completion of creation, the demonstration of truth? Definitely something to ponder deeply.